I'm Kyla Cullinane with Marketing Profs. Today we're going to be talking about setting benchmarks in social media. How do you know if your program is successful? Well, it requires some benchmarks, and I have an expert to talk with me about that. Joining me now is Katie Payne. She is the CEO and founder of Katie Payne and Partners in Berlin, New Hampshire. Thank you for joining me. How do you measure value in social media and set up benchmarks?
You have to decide fundamentally what you're trying to achieve with social media. And it's what I call the measurement fork in the road. On one side is I'm trying to increase market share, sales, I need applications, I need people to come to a website and do stuff and buy stuff or apply for stuff or inquire about stuff. And that's one form of measurement. It's not that complicated. It's mostly driven by web analytics, and Google Analytics is free, so it's not expensive. It's just sort of doing it. The other side of the coin is a little bit more complicated because it's all about reputation building and changing relationships and changing perceptions and increasing brand loyalty and all kinds of other things, most of which get measured the old-fashioned way with surveys or content analysis of some sort.
How do you know what impact social media is having on your bottom line?
That's the sales side of things, is much more benchmarking over time and hopefully going up. Whereas on the reputation side, it's much more about seeing what everybody's saying about the competition and how you're being positioned relative to that competition. I mean, in other words, if the big battle is over innovation or diversity, you look for all the conversations about diversity in your marketplace and see whether you get mentioned more often than the competition does.
What kind of resources does it take to get into social media?
When you asked about the resources, one very effective thing you can do is to random sample. Stratified random sample is a fancy name for it, but basically it's just go in there and just pull random every 15th item out there and read and analyze that. So that's another good money-saving, time-saving tip for you.
Thank you very much, Katie, for all of those tips. We'll see you next time.